There was once a city so prosperous, so powerful, so proud, that even heaven took notice. It was not a poor city. It was not a weak city. It was a golden city, where streets overflowed with luxury, and every pleasure of man was within reach. But it was also a city where the outcry of sin reached the ears of God. This was Sodom. They built monuments to lust. They legislated wickedness. They normalized perversion. It wasn't that they didn't know God. No, they had heard of him through Abraham. But they laughed at the thought of judgment. They said, "We are gods unto ourselves. We answer to no one." And so, as their pride reached the heavens, something else rose with it. A cry from the innocent, a cry from the abused, a cry from the soil that had soaked in blood. And the Lord said, "The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and their sin is very grievous." Genesis 18:20. Two angels came down in human form, not with swords, not with fire, but with mercy. One final chance, one final warning. But when the men of Sodom saw them, they did not bow. They did not repent. They said, "Bring them out to us. Let us do with them as we please." Even heaven's messengers were not safe. You see, Sodom was not just guilty of sin, it was guilty of resisting grace. They mocked righteousness. They celebrated rebellion. They crushed the cries of the just. And when God reached down to rescue, they reached up to rebel. And so, judgment fell, not because God delights in destruction, but because He is holy, because He is just. And when a people harden their hearts against His mercy, only wrath remains. Fire fell from the heavens, sulfur rained upon the streets, towers melted, gardens burned, the laughter turned into screams. In a single moment, the city that mocked God was reduced to ashes. Even today, the Dead Sea still covers that land, silent, lifeless, a haunting reminder that God is not to be mocked. And yet, Jesus said something chilling. As it was in the days of Lot, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. That means what happened in Sodom was not just a history lesson, it was a prophecy. Our generation has rebuilt Sodom. We parade our rebellion. We celebrate what God calls sin. We silence the righteous. But just like before, God sees. And just like before, the cry has reached Him. But today, fire has not yet fallen. Why? Because God is still sending messengers. He is still calling Lot's family to flee. He is still whispering, "Come out from among them." He is still willing to save, even now. But the window will not stay open forever. For there will come a day when the sky will darken again, when the warnings will end, and the judgment will fall. And just like Sodom, only those who fled to the mountain of mercy will be saved. This is not just a story. This is not just a city. This is a mirror, and the fire is closer than we think.